The way I view servant leadership is a lot like the way that I view the relationship with myself and my children is, and I don't mean treat people like children, I mean the love I have for my kids. I want them to succeed. I want them to go out and live their best life. I want them to live their dreams. I want them to have peace and happiness and all those things. And therefore, in my children's life, I am there to serve them, but it's servant leadership. And I'll tell you, like, you know, I've had to have the tough conversations with my older kids to say, hey, you are not behaving, like when they're living with us, saying you're not behaving in a way that is within the rules of our house. And if you continue to break the rules, I'm going to have to ask you to move out because you can't live within our rules, largely because, you know, we have other people in our house. We have other little children. We have other kids. And I can't let you break in the rules, show the other ones a bad example, or even kind of influence them to do things they're not supposed to do. So there may be a time in a relationship with your kids where you have to say, I love you, but now it's time for you to move out because you've got to go figure some things out because you can't live within the rules of my house. And that happens in business. In business, there may be a time with someone you care for deeply and you love and you want them to win and you see so much great in them where you have to say, I love you, but it's time for you to leave my house. And I need you to go and become the best version of yourself, but it's not happening here because you are not living within the rules of my household, and I just can't have that. And some people, when you do that, they begin to hate you. They begin to be very upset with you. They don't see the love in your accountability, and that's a painful thing as a leader. It can really hurt when they don't see it. Hopefully one day they grow up or one day they're enlightened or they just open their eyes and say, man, I understand what was done there, because they are in a situation where they have to do something similar. Another similar type thing is sometimes people leave. Maybe your kid may move out and you're thinking, this isn't smart. You should stay here. You should stay here another couple years, another couple months. You should use the resources, the time here to save money, to put yourself in a better situation. You should use the resources, me and your mom, to learn from, to grow from, to become a better version of yourself. So when you do go out on your own, you're more fully prepared for all the things that are coming to you at life. And in business, it's the same thing. There are times when people leave our organization and I think, this is a bad idea. You've got a lot more growing to do. I believe if we change some of the things in our relationship and we worked on more coaching and more this, or us being more involved and engaged, that it could take you to the next level. And you wouldn't have to leave here now or maybe ever. I don't know. But I don't believe that this is the best time for you to leave. And I think you're making a bad decision. However, people are people and they're going to make their own decisions. And I'm not going to be like, oh, you're an idiot. This is the stupidest. No, I'm going to say, I believe this is a bad decision. Here's the reasons why. I believe you should stay because of these reasons. I love you. You're going to make your decision. But whether you stay here in our organization or you choose to leave, I'm going to coach you there. I'm going to coach you here. I'm going to lift you up. I'm going to pray for your success no matter where you go. And that includes even if you go out there and say bad things about me, spread rumors or whatever. Like I'm not going to be upset with you. I love you. I care for you. I want you to win. And these are the hard parts about true servant leadership, is that you're going to give some of the best times of your life, long hours, hard work. You're going to care for them in ways. And then you may have to part ways and people have to go on and do their own thing. So as a servant leader, you have to get used to this type of stuff and know that we're not hoarding human beings. That's not the goal in life, is I want everyone to be with me and not go anywhere. No. You at some point, if you truly love someone, you have to set them free and to go do their own thing and figure it out. And you have to do that with a heart to say, I love you where you're going. And I don't agree with this, but I'm still going to care for you as a human being. We don't have to be ugly to each other. We don't have to talk crap about each other. We don't have to spread rumors. We can actually lift them up. We can love them. We can say, I don't agree with your business decisions, yet I'm cool if we go have a beer with each other, and I'm cool if we go have lunch together, go have coffee together. Let's stay connected as human beings, because one day we may need each other. One day we may collaborate on deals within different companies and different brokerages that help us both. And we may not ever be back in business together 100%, but I'm telling you, we may benefit from each other, whether it's just in conversation, personal issues we're working through, or whether it's solving big business issues. We don't have to close the door and be ugly to each other. And that's a hard part for a lot of people with ego and too much pride to overcome, to let it down and say, we weren't a good fit now, and for certain reasons, but it doesn't mean we can't come back into being a good fit later. And it also could be that I don't have to hate you because you made decisions that were good for your family. In fact, I lift you up and I praise that you've done. You looked at all the facts and all the details according to what you see and how you see it, and you said, this is the best decision for my family. And me as a leader, I say, you know what? I don't agree with the decision, and I think it's not a good idea. However, I commend you because you thought about it and you chose your family, and that's what you should do. You should choose your family. So I don't hate you for that. In fact, I lift you up and I love you for that. I think that's awesome. Keep thinking of your family first. That's an awesome thing. I hope this helps. I love you guys. Have a great day.